Hey everyone, welcome to Between the Saves, where I break down my dumbest mistakes, wildest moments, characters I trust, or want to throw off a cliff, and what I think is coming next. Plus, of course, whether I'm still loving the story. So let's jump in. Alright, so let me tell you the dumbest thing I did in my first 50 hours of this game. So I started playing this game on hardcore difficulty, and I had no clue about the combat system or how the game actually works. I found myself checking the map every 3 seconds and dying to wolves, constantly. And the worst part, I didn't even spend a single skill point. I literally played as a level 1 character doing every side quest all the way until I reunited with Mutt. Mutt was the last quest I did before eventually someone found me through Instagram and was like, bro, just reset and start on standard before you go too deep. And honestly, it was the best advice ever. I reset my progress and suddenly the game became fun. The most intense moment in my first 20 hours has to be the ambush by the pond. I wasn't expecting the game to just throw me into chaos like that, resetting all of my stats out of nowhere. It literally lies to you by starting you at level 15 and strips it all away, and suddenly you have to figure everything out from scratch. I was ready to invest in the beginning squad, and then everyone dies except Hans. But it didn't stop there. Around 45 hours in, we got ambushed again, this time in a forest, and our entire army was wiped out in battle. Hans and I were the last survivors. That's when we ran into the opposing army's leader, Jan Žižka. We dueled, I won, and he spared our lives, and apparently, he may have lost an eye in the process. That moment, man, it felt like the stakes of this game were just ramping up to a whole new level. Moving on to the characters I don't trust. When I first started, I was cool with everyone, but Hans became the absolute worst. Total spoiled brat energy, flashing his status, getting us thrown into stockades, abandoning me to fend for myself. Later, during a side quest with the gamekeepers, he almost got hung for poaching. Lucky for him, he got saved at the last second, and yes, during the stream I did say I told you so. Now, my distrust has shifted to Catherine. For a while, her behavior led us into an ambush in the forest. Turns out she's actually on our side, trying to overthrow the League of Lords working under Jan Žižka. So trust is complicated in this game, but I think I finally know who my real enemies are. Here's what I think will happen next. Catherine just broke us out of jail after we were being tortured by someone from Henry's past, an accomplice to our parents' death, and he stole our only keepsake from our father. My guess, we're going to escape the castle, make it back to our starting point, gather our allies, and take the fight to Otto and his Prague alliance. That's my prediction, but with this game, who knows? My final thoughts, you ask? Am I enjoying this? Absolutely. The story is twisty, well written, and totally worth it if you stick with it. It's slow at first, especially if you're like me and want to do every side quest before the main story, but it pays off, and I love streaming it because my live reactions are just as chaotic as the game itself. Anyway, let's see what chaos awaits next. Honestly, I can't wait to get back to it. That's it for this one. Catch me live Saturday through Tuesday, 5 to 9 p.m. Mountain Standard on Twitch. Links in the bio. If you can, hit that like, comment your thoughts, and subscribe. See you next time.